Welcome to Driving Miss Elly. I'm Ellie. Anyway, chocks away, chaps. This time we've got a Spitfire. Well, a Triumph Spitfire. Back in 1962, Triumph introduced its all-new sports car based heavily on its fashionable Herald small saloon. Built to compete head-on with BMC's Spridget sports cars, it ended up being sold alongside them in British Leyland showrooms. These rear-wheel drive two-seaters were originally introduced with an 1100cc four-cylinder version, or Triumph's FC engine, borrowed along with many other parts from the Herald. It grew to a 1300 with the introduction of the Mark III in 1967. In 1970, a completely restyled Mark IV hit the market, and 4 years later, a 1500cc version of the Mark IV came along, badged as a Spitfire 1500. Total production was 314,000 units. The original and facelifted bodies are both the work of Giovanni Michelotti. He left his mark on the car in the form of an M on the chrome external bonnet releases. The Spitfire's introduction was slightly delayed by its standard Triumph's financial troubles in the early 60s and was subsequently announced after the takeover by Leyland Motors. When Leyland top bods were taking account of their company purchase, they found Michelotti's prototype under a dust sheet in a factory corner and decided it could be a winner and quickly put it into production. On the subject of chrome, Spitfires kept their shiny bumpers right up until 1978, when the MGs got rubber impact bumpers, as did the newly introduced TR7 and XJS, due to American safety regulations. The Spitfire 1500 for the American market is identified by large plastic overriders and wing-mounted reflectors on the front and back wings, and on the 1979 and 1980 models, these were replaced by black rubber bumpers with built-in overriders using chassis extensions to support the bumpers. You've made it this far. Hopefully you have hit that subscribe button by now. In fact, if you haven't, pause the video, hit subscribe, notification bell, we're in. So, if you fancy your Spitfire with a bit more firepower, you could buy the GT6. Essentially a Spitfire with a 2-litre straight-six engine and attractive fastback styling. It looks a bit like a baby fixed-head E-Type. However, this Spitfire 1500 was built towards the end of production at Triumph's Coventry factory and was originally dark red. Black was not a factory colour for the Spitfire. In fact, this car has been more or less rebuilt by the current owner over the last 20 years. They really are very, very easy classics to own, and parts availability can only be described as excellent. Spitfire's separate chassis and front opening bonnet means they, along with their Herald sister, are an almost unrivaled choice for the first-time restorer or home mechanic. The gearbox can even be removed from inside the passenger compartment. Prices for the base model in 1980 were £3,631 in the UK and $5,995 in the US. They are a noisy, rattly and involving drive. Not fast, but when your backside is 6 inches from the road, 50 miles an hour feels like 80 miles an hour. Overdrive was available as an option from 1964 and gives it longer legs. Well worth having if you're going to drive any distance on faster roads. Of course, there is no power steering, and coupled to the small steering wheel on later cars, makes for very heavy steering. So let's have a look around the interior of this baby. It's got this super nice wood veneer dash with all very old school retro controls, which I absolutely love. I am loving, as a smoker, this really cool old cigarette lighter. It's got flick switch for lights,
your classic choke because of the age of the car. The radio is awesome, really, really retro. I'm absolutely loving it. Gear stick's really nice little cute compact with the really cool logo on there. The Spitfire was discontinued in 1980, the year I was born. And the very last car off the production line was an Inca yellow model, which was never sold to the public and is now on display at the British Motor Museum. This was when British Leyland gave up on sports cars completely. MG's Midget and MGB ended around the same time, and the TR7 very soon after.
Driving Miss Elly. Mad!
Today, I would like to address undertaking. We're not talking about funeral directors either here. Obviously, this is a car channel. Undertaking. It's pointless, particularly when it's done in traffic. Like, I don't get it. It's like, mate, you've got 30 seconds closer to where you need to be. Has that actually helped your life and benefited you in any way? Good for you. You're 30 seconds more further on from where you were a minute ago. Like, what is the point? But on motorways, it's dangerous, like so dangerous. The amount of boy racers that are like, oh no, you're in the fast lane overtaking someone, I'm going to nip in and out and undertake you, nearly hit the car in the slow lane and then nearly hit you as I zip back in front of you. It's so stupid. Just be patient. What are you in a rush for? Just chill out. Just chill out. There is no need for it. I'm going to be in front of that car in front of me in like literally about 30 seconds, a minute top. So just wait. Just wait. So can we just stop undertaking, both in traffic and on A and M roads? Thank you. Thank you, as always, for joining us on another episode of Driving Miss Elly. Join us next time, and we will be getting up close and personal with a Ferrari. I'm super excited. I'm toning it down, but I am so excited. Anyway, as per usual, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, but hopefully you are already here. You're already subscribed because you're an awesome person and you've hit the notification bell button. We will see you next time. In the meantime, you can check out our social media platforms on Instagram and Facebook. Just type in Driving Miss Elly and all the relevant information will come up. Like, follow, and interact. See you soon.